Hello, this is Unlock 3, listening and speaking for B1. It's week 5, day 2. In this video, we focus on some tips on how to improve confidence before a speaking task. Many people don't like public speaking. I am one of them, actually. However, there are many situations when we have to give presentations or speak in front of colleagues or classmates. Having confidence is an important part of being a good speaker. When you have confidence in yourself, you are not afraid to speak in front of people. So this video focuses on what we can do if we feel scared to talk in front of people. Some people say they hate speaking in front of the class. They get very nervous and forget words easily. A lot of students have this problem. So what advice can we give them to overcome this problem? One piece of advice can be know your subject in and out. Actually, this is probably the most important thing to do. When you are giving a presentation or a talk in front of other people, you should know as much as you can about your subject. Think about what questions your listeners might ask you and get ready for those questions before you give your presentation. Know as much as you can about your subject. Another good advice is practice, practice, practice. If you practice your presentation or your talk, not one time, but a few times, you will know your subject and you will feel confident about it. You will not be afraid to do it. You can rehearse in front of a mirror to do this when you are practicing your presentation. Rehearse in front of a mirror. Give your presentation to yourself. Or rehearse with your mobile phone. Make an audio recording of your presentation and listen to it later. When you listen to it, maybe you will hear some pronunciation problems. Maybe you will hear some grammar problems. And you can go back and correct those problems. And this will make you feel more confident. You can rehearse with your mobile phone again, but this time make a video recording of your presentation and watch it. Watch your face, watch your hands, watch your body, what you are doing with your body, what you are doing with your hands. Are you smiling? This will give you a lot of good ideas on how to do it next time. Or, alternatively, if you have a few brothers, maybe gather your family and rehearse with them. Give your presentation to your family and ask them what they think. Or give your presentation to a few, a few of your classmates and ask them what they think. Remember, this is an experience. You can learn from it even if it ends up badly for you. After your presentation, even if it was a terrible presentation, don't worry, you can learn from it because it's an experience. Some students have this fear. I think my accent is very bad. I'm afraid that people will laugh at me when I make a mistake. One good idea is to spend time to check pronunciation on the internet. If you are worried about your accent, check your pronunciation on the internet. Google is a good tool to do this, or howdyouSay.com will help you to do this. Let's take a look at howdyouSay.com for a minute. And let's find a difficult word. So, I don't know how to say this word. Let's check. Couldn't find it, sorry.
Xenophobia.
What?
Xenophobia.
Xenophobia. Xenophobia. You can check the definitions. You can check, you can ask it to translate. So, this website can help you with your pronunciation if you are worried about it. Another good idea is to listen to English podcasts to improve your pronunciation in the long term. And when you are listening to English podcasts, you can try to imitate what you hear. This will help you in the long term. Improving pronunciation is not doesn't happen after one lesson. It takes time. So you should be patient and spend a lot of time. After that, you will reach your desired destination. There are some really useful websites to help English learners. They offer a variety, a lot of different kinds of podcasts. For example, BBC Learning English or British Council offers a lot of hundreds of podcasts to English learners. You can use YouTube or movies in English. So watch movies or YouTube videos in English and try to imitate what you hear. Again, this will help you with your pronunciation. Also, it says here, I'm afraid that people will laugh at me when I make a mistake. Don't worry, nobody is perfect. Sometimes it happens, people laugh at you. So what? It's their fault, or it's it will not make you a less person. Don't worry about it. Take it light. Don't take it too seriously. Some people are worried that they will forget what to say, so they write everything down. But then their presentation seems boring. In my teaching career, I see a lot of students writing every word, every comma, every full stop on a piece of paper, and they come to the board and they read from their paper. Of course, it's very boring then. So what can you do? Because they are worried that they will forget what to say. Again, the best advice is prepare, prepare, prepare. If you are prepared, you shouldn't worry about that because you will not forget what to say. Even if you forget a few things, it doesn't matter. Don't write everything down. Write small note cards and keep your notes short. If you are worried that your presentation will be boring, try to make it interesting. And you can do this by maybe thinking of a few jokes about the topic or some stories, short stories about the topic. That'll make your presentation interesting. If you are using PowerPoint, you can use very powerful pictures, interesting images in your presentation, in your slides to make it interesting as well. Another problem is other people are much better at speaking than me. That's why I prefer not to speak in front of a large group. Come on. There's always someone better, not only in speaking, but in all aspects of life. There is always someone better than you, better than me. Don't worry about it. Remember that you are better at some things than other people, and you have something to give to others. There might be some people better than you, but there will always be some people that will need what you are saying. So you have something to give them. Here are two videos that give tips on how to improve confidence on YouTube. You can find the links to these videos in the description below. In this video, we focused on how to be a confident speaker. And now you can go to the next video to work on the speaking task.